If you've clicked on this video, there's a good chance you need to find a way of moving data between Salesforce and a third-party system in real time and without code. It could be any integration, but maybe to an accounting solution like QuickBooks, a project management tool like Workday, or one of the many other third-party SaaS apps, systems, and products. It could even be a proprietary app or system that only your organization uses. So we're here to help, because moving data out of Salesforce is not a difficult task, but there's a huge difference between a one-time data extraction and a real-time data pipeline that connects two siloed systems securely. Here, the challenge can get complicated very quickly. So how do you get it right? Before we get started, a big shout out to Omnitoria for sponsoring this video. Now, there are several reasons why an organization might want to get data out of Salesforce. Lots of basic needs are a piece of cake to sort out. For example, if you need backups or compliance reports, a simple point-in-time export will do the trick. This is pretty much a solved problem with loads of easy solutions out there. But there are also plenty of situations in which real-time data is absolutely essential. For example, say there's a retailer that manages inventory in an ERP like NetSuite and sales and leads in Salesforce. If a product goes out of stock in NetSuite, open Salesforce opportunities need to be updated instantly so reps don't overpromise. On the flip side, if a large deal closes in Salesforce, NetSuite needs to reflect the inventory commitment right away. Or take a SaaS company, for example. It needs to integrate Salesforce with its payment services product, Stripe. If a customer's payment fails in Stripe, Salesforce must reflect it instantly and notify the relevant account manager to chase up and resolve the issue. If a sales rep updates the customer's plan in Salesforce, Stripe needs to update subscriptions right away to avoid billing errors. In these situations, real-time information is non-negotiable. In both examples, information needs to travel in both directions, and real-time isn't real-time unless it's bidirectional. In short, Salesforce needs to be able to both talk and listen instantly. If it can't, there's a real risk of financial forecasts being out of date and sales teams being out of the loop in front of customers. Nobody wants this, but building reliable real-time connections between Salesforce and third-party systems is easier said than done. Security and compliance, more important than ever. With the recent hacks of third-party OAuth tokens and the leak of Salesforce data, we can no longer simply trust out-of-the-box Salesforce connectors that external apps sometimes provide. With these integrations, you usually provide unlimited system administrator access to your Salesforce data by letting them store your Salesforce login credentials or via their OAuth authentication process, with no visibility into how they actually access and secure your Salesforce data. This is like handing over the keys to your house to strangers. Instead, building specific integration workflows using a Salesforce native tool where you know exactly what data is being transmitted should now be the gold standard in any integration. So how do you actually build a real-time Salesforce integration? Historically, achieving true real-time functionality required heavy Apex code or costly middleware. For many, the time and costs involved were simply prohibitive. Now, there are more options available, but the devil remains very much in the details. If you're familiar with the Salesforce landscape, there's a good chance you already know some of the mainstream options: ETL, out-of-the-box connectors, or Flow HTTP callouts. These are generally great for moving data in one direction infrequently, but when it comes to syncing large amounts of real-time data at scale, they struggle to cope. This leads to a range of common issues like high resource requirements, brittle pipelines, latency, and compliance issues. To avoid these issues, there are several important questions you need to ask when researching or building your Salesforce integrations. How quickly can it be set up? No company wants to spend 2 months manually building an integration from scratch. It's important to prioritize speed and efficiency when building or choosing the right approach. Where is data stored? To safeguard compliance, you need to guarantee data sovereignty. The easiest way to do this is to use a Salesforce native approach that ensures data is kept within the Salesforce ecosystem. This avoids the compliance issues involved with middleware vendors and third-party caches. Can data travel both ways? In the vast majority of cases, one-way real-time data traffic is about as helpful as having no real-time pipeline at all. However you build your integration, you need to ensure data can flow both ways, so teams don't work in silos or with outdated information. How easy is it to set up? Building an integration pipeline from scratch is too costly and time-consuming. While out-of-the-box tools lack flexibility, a combination of low or no-code functionality with custom Salesforce Apex code offers the best balance of speed, cost, and flexibility. What are the resource implications? For real-time functionality, avoid batch syncing or polling. Event-driven syncing provides genuine, efficient, low-resource, real-time updates. Most Salesforce integrations that claim to be real-time aren't. They poll every few minutes, burn API calls, and leave data stale. But there is a better approach. Achieving this balance all comes down to how the integrations are built and the architecture you're using to do so. The right choices here can avoid many of the issues discussed in this video. And here's what that looks like. Webhooks. Webhooks are event-driven, eliminating the need for full system syncs or polling. When new information is entered in Salesforce, the webhook can notify the third-party integration and push data into the app. This eliminates middleware and message queues while keeping resource requirements to a minimum. JSON. JSON is compact and has wide interoperability. This enables webhooks to work easily with a wide range of third-party tools while keeping bandwidth and storage costs low. REST API. This enables bidirectional data travel, meaning updates made in something like QuickBooks can impact or change information saved in Salesforce. It also means the third-party system can query webhooks and request more details or context. This helps to keep the original webhook compact without sacrificing data completeness or integrity. Salesforce Apex, the standard programming language of Salesforce. This means Salesforce developers can easily modify the code to create bespoke functionality or requirements where needed. Declarative webhooks, a solution by Omnitoria, is an integration tool that lets admins build robust, bidirectional and real-time integrations in minutes, with clicks, not code. This is one of the only options on the market that combines all of these elements into a single, integrated and Salesforce native product. Together, these help to give declarative webhooks a unique approach to managing real-time Salesforce data with cool functionality, like genuine real-time. Declarative webhooks offer instantaneous bidirectional updates with no lag or syncing issues. Fast setup with GenAI. Integrations can be assembled in minutes using clicks, not code. The product also includes generative AI features to make integrations faster to build and errors quicker to find. You can also build model context protocol integrations to build communication pipelines with other generative AI services. No data or compliance risk. Omnitoria doesn't store third-party data off-platform or in caches. This means you can 100% control what data is sent in and out of Salesforce, eliminating the risk of non-compliance associated with middleware vendors and other insecure integrations. Completely customizable. The tool combines low-code/no-code functionality with a customizable approach built on Salesforce Apex. This enables non-technical teams to build the majority of functionality through drag and drop. Then, Salesforce developers can customize the rest easily via Salesforce Apex. Resource efficient. Event-driven updates enable us to have the best possible balance of genuine real-time functionality and a lightweight, efficient setup. This enables us to keep resource usage low and avoid the issues associated with batch polling or syncing. If this sounds like something that will be beneficial to you and your org, check out declarative webhooks on the App Exchange, or get in touch with Omnitoria to find out more. You can find the relevant links for this at the top of the description. And that's a wrap on codeless real-time integrations. Yes, moving data in and out of Salesforce isn't normally that difficult, but getting it right and doing it securely is a whole different story altogether. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back for more content like this, and check out our friends over at Omnitoria too. Until next time.